for the Thunder. I think we all knew they were going to be a dangerous team, but to their credit, they have lived up to those expectations. They're just not a team you want to face right now.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And for Oklahoma City, 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Dort in at the 3. Wow, the fans are loud in here tonight, Doris. Early season hype is all around us.
This building feels electric right now. Listen, the standings are wide open. Hope is in the air. It's contagious.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup. Finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Pass to Gobert. They set the pick. Now here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randall with a little flavor on the finish.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Here's SGA. Now Hartenstein. SGA looking around. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Edwards, the pass to Randall. DiVincenzo on the wing. Outside McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Edwards. The 3 is up. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Edwards.
Yeah, McDaniels has made himself a legitimate option from three-point territory. What a look there.
SGA against DiVincenzo. Holmgren inside. Outside for SGA. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Here's Wallace. Three-pointer, no good.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Now Randall. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Right side Edwards. From deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
And get up, Chet. Wow. The next unicorn with the fancy slam.
Gobert on the high post. On the take.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Doris, what's amazing about Ant-Man, he's worked to become an elite floor spacer.
The reason that's important, B.A., is because we know what a dangerous driver and what a force at the rim Anthony Edwards can be. What I love is he's worked to become a legit threat, and he leaned heavily into that three-point game. So important in the modern NBA.
Wallace outside. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. 6 to shoot. Wallace up top, guarded by Edwards.
Anthony Edwards has shown he can defend with the best of them. Nice contest there.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Outside Edwards from the arc. The Thunder pull it in. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
This is a team they faced and overcame in last year's playoffs.
Hartenstein with a screen on DiVincenzo. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Dante DiVincenzo.
Boy, every year, Gilgeous-Alexander adds a dimension to his game. It's hard to remember when he was just a role player coming into the league, now a yearly MVP candidate.
First one falls for him. Doris from the 11th pick in 2018, the last year's league MVP. How did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
And how about the Thunder? Doris last season bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built, through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach. This team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many. Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal, so tough to stop.
Dort, the pass to Wallace. Outside, SGA. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
Now here's DiVincenzo in his last outing with 12 points. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Dort's shot is good.
Well, Lou Dort sprints the floor, taking advantage of good defense by his teammate to get an easy opportunity.
DiVincenzo finds McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Picked by Gobert. DiVincenzo pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
My goodness, a little athleticism, a little extra on it, Mr. Gobert.
Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Here's Dort for three. Drills it from deep. Dort's got 5 points.
Boy, tremendous job having hands ready, feet prepared, catch and shoot opportunity for Lou Dort is good.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And I'll tell you, delivering the basketball in tight spots is not easy, but he made it look that way.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Pass to SGA. Lets it fly from 18. Offensive rebound. Hartenstein. It's blocked by Gobert.
Boy, the long arms and size of Rudy Gobert on full display.
Holmgren finds Dort. Here's SGA. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Nice shot by DiVincenzo. And it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Boy, good work inside by DiVincenzo. That's where his athleticism allows him to score.
From the line, it's rebounded by Minnesota. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And when we take a look at the box score from that game, one of the first things that you'll notice is the number of turnovers they were able to force.
And I think that's a product of being incredibly aggressive. You could see that was a part of their strategy going in, and I thought they were consistently following that the entire game.
Now here's Edwards. His last outing, he had 18 points.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Minnesota's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Randall outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
First free throw is good. And after some uncertainty, the Timberwolves moving forward under new governorship doors.
Boy, B.A., that sale process was long and obviously at times quite contentious. I believe the organization has to be thrilled that that is finally in the past, because what you want to do is focus on trying to continue the Wolves' recent run of success. There's a lot to be excited about with this young group.
And Randall drops them both. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment are a lot easier said than done. And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Thunder trail by 4. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And if you're looking for a steady hand to run the offense, Mike Conley has been the gold standard for years.
B.A., one thing coaches love is knowing what they will get from a player every single game. With Mike Conley, that's high-level point guard play, a low-mistake player, a knockdown shooter when left open, but more importantly, the first and only thing he thinks about nightly is, how do we win this basketball game in front of us?
Joe's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Naz Reid's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for Randall. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, my goodness. Take a flight, Mr. Caruso. Woo-hoo!
Pass to Reid. With the block. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Mitchell against Conley. Outside Reid. This one for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Miller a screen on Mitchell to the inside. And a two-handed jam!
Well, Mike Conley specializes in reading the floor. This guy is an expert in pick and roll.
Wiggins against Miller. Pass to Williams. Stolen by Reid. Jumps up. A slam dunk by Reid.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
There's a screen. To the middle. Caruso against Clark. Mitchell up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Caruso outside. Miller pulls it in. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Conley. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. And they call an illegal screen here. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for Jaden McDaniels.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Randall is checked in. Here's Caruso. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul. Mike Conley.
Doris, Alex Caruso, known for his defensive presence.
I don't know which aspect of his game on that end of the floor to talk about. His ball pressure at the point of attack is elite, but you can also put him off the ball if you need to, and he can get into passing lanes and be disruptive. If you need him to guard up a position, he can do that as well. The versatility is probably the thing that makes him dominant.
And the free throw, no good. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
So it's the Thunder now, following the score by Minnesota. Mitchell, the pass to Joe. Holmgren outside. 5 on the clock. Pass to Caruso. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
29 seconds left to play in the first. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Back to Conley. 4-3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Here's Holmgren. And it's Oklahoma City with another. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City ahead, up 2. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Mike Conley out there with Dillingham. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. Here's Dillingham. Still no points. Pass to Reed. Fires from deep. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist.
This has always been an aspect of Naz Reed's game, the ability to spread the floor from 3.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. BA, back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Randall, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, Julius Randle is getting to his spots and starting to really cook.
Holmgren with a screen on Conley. Mitchell finds Holmgren. Wiggins looking around. Back to Holmgren. Bam! Chad rocking the rim.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Mitchell against Conley. Pass to Clark. Here's Dillingham. Wiggins with a steal. Now here's Joe. Checked by Randall. And that one's good. Now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Randall against Wiggins. And it's Randall with the jam.
The guys, over the years, we've seen Randall become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside Joe. And here's Wiggins. Holmgren with a screen on Randall. Inside. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Mitchell against Conley. Now Randall. Reed, a screen on Wiggins. Down low. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, there's a versatility that allows Julius Randle to play in pick and roll. Pretty pass to set up his teammate.
Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's checked in for Joe. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards is checked in. Timberwolves trail by 5. Conley with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
And the shot goes. Randall's got 6 here in the quarter. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal. So the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams, thank you very much for that report. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And Doris, the Wolves, the 6th seed last season. But by point differential, they were the 2nd best team in the West.
It didn't start out smoothly for an organization that made major changes. The massive difference in personnel with Julius and Dante changed how they were structured. But boy, with a young superstar in Anthony Edwards, they figured it out, and I think they're well positioned moving forward.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Pass to Conley. 5 to shoot. Here's Randall. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this. Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And here are the Thunder now, following the score by Minnesota. Caruso against Clark. Holmgren with a screen on Clark. And here's Caruso outside. They get it again. Holmgren, the pass to Caruso. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Well, Caruso, a guy who understands how to draw these fouls. This guy's so savvy.
The first one falls.
This helps build their lead. They're having a solid second quarter at the free throw line.
Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Clark. No good on the second free throw. And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good.
McDaniels against Caruso. Holmgren right side. Back to Caruso. Outside, Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Holmgren. For 3, Randall. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
Well, so often the guy who sets the screen, in that instance, Julius Randle with the ball in his hands in the pick and roll. Go ahead, Julius.
Now here's Holmgren. He's got 14. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist by Holmgren. And that's now 10 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Conley. No, the punch from Gobert.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish. My goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score.
SGA passes to Williams. Holmgren right side. Caruso outside. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and over Conley, and there's another one for the Thunder.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher, and his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So for Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein comes in for Williams, and it's Wallace in for Caruso. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Outside McDaniels. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Holmgren, the pass to Hartenstein. Back to Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Now here's Hartenstein. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. And that one's good. SGA
adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Now here's Randall. 4-point game. It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Randall. The 3. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards has got 3 assists in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the risk you run when you leave him in with 2 fouls.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed's checked in for Randall. Hartenstein passes to Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That'll be the 2nd of 4 games total on the road for him. Pass to Edwards. And here's Reed. SGA covering. Shoots a fadeaway. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in the game. SGA passes to Wallace. Hartenstein in the post. Working on Reed. It's Dort on the wing. Wiggins outside. Just 5 on the clock. contact. Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's been a marksman this period. The shot mechanics finally in sync.
Outside Edwards. The three is up. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels. And a quick look at the teams who repeatedly get the job done from the line. Number 1, the Thunder.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
Clark is checked in for Minnesota. Thunder leading by 3. Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Wiggins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Wing shot on the way. Good as the jump shot falls. And now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
Wow, that's their 10th straight point coming off a mid-range jumper.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs a review with his guys. And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league rim.
Yeah, BA, and it was verging on disrespect if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship.
Outside Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3, DiVincenzo. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds in the game.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Now here's SGA. 33 points last game. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
DiVincenzo against Dort. Pass to SGA. To the paint. Wiggins, no good.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
DiVincenzo driving. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Wow, how about the navigation off the drive from Dante DiVincenzo? That is nice.
Outside, SGA. SGA on the move. And SGA throws it down.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's DiVincenzo following the bucket by the Thunder. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Reed. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
After a slow start, he has really tightened up his game.
Pass to Dort. Now Wiggins. Back to Dort. Shoots. And there's SGA. That one's good. On the assist from Dort. 24 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And DiVincenzo hits from deep.
Well, that's the floor spacing ability. DiVincenzo with the rise and fire.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, Shai packs one down.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And he's going for the lob. Doesn't go for him. And so that brings the first half to a close. Oklahoma City by 6. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Jazz, they hold some advantages, but can't play sloppy or uninspired. Still have to come in focused and get the job done.
That's just like us here in the studio. It's hard to bring it every day, but, we try. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
A few things for them to focus on. More presence on the backboards, more physicality, maybe a few elbow sandwiches.
And maybe the guards need to crack back, get in there and help out.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Julius Randle has been sensational.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Thunder leading by 6. Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. The Timberwolves shooting an unreal 69%. Really special stuff here. Gobert passes to DiVincenzo. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
McDaniels against Dort. Clock at 6. McDaniels passes to Gobert.
When you're in tight quarters, that can be an awkward pass to make.
Pass to SGA. Wallace outside. Here's Dort. Now Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. McDaniels covering. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now DiVincenzo. Randle outside. Takes the 3. Sinks it from distance. Randle's got 31.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Guys, back to you.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. Unloads from 13. Wallace pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Without a doubt, Ant-Man is one of the most entertaining players in the league, Doris.
You cannot take your eyes off Anthony Edwards when he's playing in a basketball game. The skill set is electric, but beyond that, he's got a 1,000-watt smile, and he understands this is an entertainment medium. Now, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
For 3, Randle. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Now here's Dort. He's got 5. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Randle, pass to Gobert. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Randle. Dort with a steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Now Holmgren, checked by Randle. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, you can feel Chet Holmgren getting in that rhythm, folks. Very tough to slow down now because of size and skill.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a look here at the shooters doing the most damage from long range this season. Jaden McDaniels on top.
He's a shooter that defenses 100% have to go out and guard.
Randall deciding where to go with it. Pass to DiVincenzo. Another miss by Minnesota.
Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Holmgren outside. Wallace outside. And here's SGA outside. McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 10. Randall, a screen on Holmgren to the middle to halt the run. And it's Randall with the jam.
That's Julius Randle in pick and roll action, being decisive and having the skill set necessary to score it.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for OKC. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Holmgren outside. Hartenstein a screen. It's blocked by Gobert.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
And here's SGA outside. SGA from distance. Timberwolves trail by 11. To the inside. Dort with a steal. Pass to Holmgren. And here's SGA. Now here's Wallace. Guarded by Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Wallace, the pass to SGA. The shot. Randall pulls down the board.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on SGA. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. Good. McDaniels got 5 points.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Dort. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, you've got to have a tight handle to make that kind of move. Lou Dort, show off.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Inside. Here's Randall. The Thunder pull it in. Wallace has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Holmgren. To the middle. And stolen by Gobert. To the paint. Here's Randall. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
Free throw drops for Randall.
Julius Randle has been a consistent producer in this league for a long time. This guy, an absolute matchup nightmare.
And Randle drops them both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
DiVincenzo against SGA. Let's go with a three. They get it back. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Takes a three. Bullseye! Chet hitting for three.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's DiVincenzo. He's got 7. Gobert with a screen on Holmgren. Randle pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
The free throw drops for Randle. SGA with it. He's got 34. Pass to Holmgren. Edwards against Dort. On the wing, Caruso. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Lets the three fly. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
Conley passes to Gobert. Randle inside, pounded by Wiggins. Conley looking for an opening. To the inside. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Dort. Throwing down on the breakaway jam.
And so agile there on the break. I mean, you got to appreciate Holmgren hustling to capitalize in these situations.
Outside Conley. Conley, a screen on Dort. Dort against Edwards. 5 to shoot. Over Dort. Minnesota again missing. Thunder leading by 14. Pass to Wiggins. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Wiggins has got 8.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Randle, good.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And SGA throws it down.
There's so many ways Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
Holmgren with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. What a finish by Rudy Gobert. Doesn't have to get up super high, but boy, that's with authority.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Holmgren. Joe comes in for Dort. And Mitchell subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Freeman comes in for Randall. Clark is checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Anthony Edwards. On defense, Minnesota. Mitchell finds Caruso. Back to Mitchell. It's tipped. Stolen by Conley. Pass to Dillingham. Here's the three. Williams grabs the board.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Back to Wiggins. Conley with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. Conley passes to Reed. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, the high percentage opportunity. Now's Reed on the inside.
A minute 6 left in the third. Wiggins with a screen on Conley. Conley against Mitchell. Wiggins outside. Pass to Joe. Shot clock at 3. Here's Caruso. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Here's Dillingham. Kicks it out to Clark. There's the triple. Sinks the tray. Clark's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Wiggins with a screen on Clark. To the paint. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Nice ball movement by Caruso. He wants to be the playmaker for this team.
And so Conley will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 12-point game. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Reed against Williams with the fadeaway. Reed can't hit.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
Outside Mitchell. He drops it from range. Mitchell's got 5 now.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective and they're winning.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We'll be right back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Dillingham out there with Mike Conley. And it's Clark in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Conley. The 3 ball. Williams grabs the board.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
To the inside, Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Oh, Mr. Holmgren letting you know and letting you hear about it.
Randall outside. Back to Conley. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Conley's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Conley against Mitchell. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Can't get it to fall. Here's Conley. And the shot no good, a bit short. Thunder leading by 15. Williams into the lane. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
At the line for your defender, Williams, shooting one.
One shot.
Timberwolves trail by 18. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Here's Randall. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Inside, here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, what a pretty dribble move by Julius Randle. That handle is tight.
Oklahoma City leading by 18. Caruso outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Here's Randall. Finished off the break. Randall's got 45 points.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Now here's Mitchell. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Conley against Mitchell. Kicks it out to Clark. Launches it. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Mitchell against Conley. Outside Mitchell. And there's the screen. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Randall outside. Outside Conley. Pass to Reed. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Something everybody likes about Naz Reid is his energy. It's infectious.
This is why the fans love him. And what I admire most about Naz, yes, he's been effective off the bench. He's been able to fit into any lineup. Every year the coaching staff comes in and says, I'm not sure where he fits, and Naz finds a way to carve out a role. Big jelly in the house.
Naz Reid is the perfect modern big man. He can stretch you to distance. He will rebound consistently, but he can also put it on the deck and catch you off guard if you let him.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Minnesota. And so Reid nails them both. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, steps back and drains the jumper. SGA's got 40 points.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Randall outside to the middle. Here's Reed. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to SGA. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
Now here's Conley. Clark outside. Back to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Randall. The Thunder with the rebound.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Conley against Mitchell. Caruso outside. Holmgren with a screen on Clark. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. And it's SGA missing.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And stolen by Caruso. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Randall. Outside Reed. Pass to Clark. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Dort comes in for Caruso. And it's Wallace in for Mitchell. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. And McDaniels is subbed in for Clark. Now here's Conley. Randall outside. Randall draws the double. Clock at 4. Wallace with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And here comes the break. And he lays it in.
Smart. Get out in front. Finish the break with authority.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Conley with the ball. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. For 3, Randall. They get the rebound. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on SGA. Outside for Dort. 4 on the clock. Holmgren outside. Launches a 3. Pass to Dort. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you, his shot has not been there, but I like the fight he's showing. I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
SGA against Conley. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. SGA's got 42 in the game.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Edwards looking it over. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Cason Wallace. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
And he makes the first.
Anthony Edwards is a 3-level scorer. He can beat you in a lot of ways, and he's extremely confident when the game is hanging in the balance.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And both free throws good for Edwards.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Wallace outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander double teamed. Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh my goodness. With authority, I say Hartenstein.
Left side Edwards. He shoots it. It's deflected. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. On defense, the Thunder. Shot clock at 6. Launches it from deep. Hartenstein pulls it in.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Pass to SGA. Uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 44.
Tell you, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done inside. So crafty with his footwork and ability to get shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Hartenstein. Wallace outside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, Hartenstein is nothing if not physical. He is not an easy guy to push around.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Holmgren against Randall. Edwards for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Now SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Caruso, he's checked in for Dort. And Mitchell subbed in for Wallace. To win the run. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, Julius Randle, we know this, loves to finish despite being fouled. This guy will play through contact, no problem.
Julius Randle, shooting 1.
No good on that one. Oklahoma City leading by 22. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Caruso. Williams with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Caruso misses. Minnesota shooting it well at 59%. Edwards, a pass to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Wiggins. To the paint. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, this is the all-around game of Julius Randle, right? We think he can score it, board it, but how about that pass?
Outside, SGA. Pass to Caruso. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
DiVincenzo against Mitchell. Randall outside. Randall draws the double. Now McDaniels. Three-pointer. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got assist number 8 now on the night. Oklahoma City leading by 19.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Thunder.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year. And what a huge performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best. With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
They're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now here's Randall.
Rudy Gobert. The assist, Julius Randle.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander double teamed. 6 to shoot. It's Williams, high post. He's against Gobert. Randall ripped down the board. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.